What is the strongest fictional verse? Is it the SCP verse? Is it the Fire S mythos? It isn't any of those. It is World of Darkness. It is a verse offensively powerful in tissues and religious gods. It is the strongest verse because of a god called I am that I am, whose power is absolutely unmatched. But is WOD actually the strongest verse? I'm not 100% sure this is a verse, but if it is, then the All Dimensions is the strongest verse ever. Let's explain how big the verse is, starting with a universe. There is a universe which you all know of. I'm assuming y'all prob know of a multiverse too, but they're in kiloverses, which are in megaverses. Megaverses are in ultraverses. You guys have probably heard of an omniverse, which contains a countable infinite amount of everything so far. Keeping up, cause outside the omniverse is a thing that is just referred to as the outside. Everything so far is contained inside the barrel. Get ready to have the word barrel stuck in your head. Cause barrels are in Theberelplex. That's in the barrelplock. And that's in Theberelplocklex, which is in the barrelplockina, located in the barrelplockinogween, which is found in the barrelplasia, which is in the barrelplica, located in the barrelplicania, and that's in the barreloca. All the barrelocas with their smaller barrels inside are in the barrelverse. The prime barrel contains all barrels imaginable and unimaginable, even the barrelverse. Prime barrels are stored in Theberel container. The barrel factory mass produces prime barrels and containers. The barrel company own and oversee all of the barrels and factories and sell all types of barrels. Hyperspace contains the barrel company and all of their factories, storages, and barrels. The boxial core is an area at the center of the box that contains hyperspace and everything inside of it. The box just contains absolutely everything to an infinite amount and is where everything apart from all dimensions sends. Usually it just transfers to the outside, but this doesn't. A box is a protective shield that exists outside of the box and transcends everything inside of it and stops anything that is not an absolute God from getting inside. Thought to be a void, the Setaverse is actually an object that contains infinite amounts of boxes and boxes. The Mandelbrotverse contains every Setaverse you can imagine and all the ones you cannot. Mandelbrotverses float around in the Megabox. The Megabox is in the Ultrabox. It is so big that if you knew its true size, your brain would turn into a literal black hole. 10 to the power of 716 Ultra boxes are inside of the Great Triangle. 10 to the power of 2,100 Great Triangles are inside of the Great Square. The Superspace is the infinity that contains great squares and everything else. The superspace is a tiny dot inside of absolute space. The near everything is just a mostly empty space with only major things inside are the things on this list and some random shapes. The Bnadverse is the last in the chain. It contains the nearly everything. Bnadverses are in the mostly everything. Most of everythings are in the absolute existence. The black is a place so big that words cannot describe it. It contains everything so fair and everything there is, like the Uber realm. The end is the end of everything so far. The absolute end is the true end of the chain. That is not the coin, wallet, bin, ocean, earth chain. It is larger than indescribable and doesn't even have a document. I'm sorry that took so long, but now we shall move on to the antitious inside of the all dimensions verse and see how powerful they are, and if they beat wood. The Hypervoid Lord is beyond everything imaginable and unimaginable and could demolish things like Bnadverses. Alphasms are more powerful versions of mother frickers and dream reality. There are more types of alphasms, but the most recognizable one is Thebatasm, which are just more aggressive versions of alphasms and can put thoughts into their heads. The absolute creator is the strongest alphasm. Gerald can lower people's power levels, meaning he can technically kill an ion apart from the strong and tishy sand to other people. In his true rage form, he is only a tiny bit weaker than Donkey's bra form. Donkey Kong surpasses Gerald and Eventime itself. Bean Man can't be described with words. He can do whatever he wants and can create an infinite amount of Alphazums and Geralds. The true destroyer can destroy absolutely everything and can even beat a memorable character like Bean Man and can snap away the absolute end. The true destroyer's ally is the true creator. And he can do everything the true destroyer can, and they have to keep balance with the other. After looking at the size of the verse and how easy the entities could erase it, I think it's safe to say TTC, TTD, and Bean Man could solo fiction, and he got the proof for it.